Okay, good afternoon. Today we start the last chapter of the inorganic chemistry is molecular orbital theory of coordination complexes. Up to now we have discussed the various theory, and every theory has their own applications. Every theory has advantages as well as limitations. So the theory which are invented by to resolve the difficulties in last theory. So basically Werner's theory is the first theory, after that valence bond theory, then crystal field theory used, and after it there is a molecular orbital theory of coordination complexes. We already discussed the molecular orbital theory in our first section, in a first chapter, but there we have only discussed the some diatomic molecules and triatomic molecules. So how molecular orbital treatment used to know the bonding in molecules or bonding in complexes. So here we are again going to discuss molecular orbital theory in coordination complexes. So up to now we have discussed valence bond theory, which introduced the hybridization concept. After it, the crystal field theory, it purely shows the electrostatic forces between the ligand and metal ion, means it is purely based on ionic bond in a complexes. So in a solid state, it is a consider crystal field theory in a crystalline form. So this theory has some limitations because theory only pointed about the ionic bond in a complexes, means crystal field theory only based to giving the information about the electrostatic forces between the ligand and metal ion, means there we only consider the metal d orbitals, means how metal d orbitals remove their degeneracy due to ligand effect is the crystal field theory, means due to ligand interactions in a crystal field theory the 5d orbitals are lost their degeneracy and split into two energy states. So this is only happen, or it is only recognized or only considered as a metal d orbitals, but there are limitations. What about the ligand d orbitals? Sorry, not d orbital, what about the ligand orbitals? Because of some complexes shows the covalent bonding, but CFT cannot explain the presence of covalent bonding between the complexes. So why CFT fails? Because CFT only related to the electrostatic forces between the metal and ligand. They cannot accounted there is a overlapping between the ligand orbital and metal orbital, means in CFT if metal and ligand is here and there is a coordinate bond between them, so here the bond is not actually formed, it is purely electrostatic force between the positively metal and negatively ligand, and the bond is 100% ionic according to CFT. But number of complexes are there are exist which show some properties, and that property we measurable if the complex having the covalent bond. And CFT says according to CFT there is a 100% ionic bond. So this is not 100% proof here. So some complexes having covalent bond. So to know, to study the covalent bonding in a coordination complexes, the molecular orbital theory used to know the bonding in coordination complexes, because molecular orbital theory well explain both the things, ionic bonding as well as covalent bonding. So in CFT, here only according to CFT there is only electrostatic forces, but MOT consider electrostatic forces as well as overlapping of orbitals, complete overlapping, or there is an intermediate state of overlapping also to be considered. Means MOT is more superior because more advanced theory, it will explain the all kind of bonding present in coordination complexes. MOT is well accepted. We already discussed MOT for the molecules, simple molecules means diatomic molecules and triatomic molecules. But for the coordination complexes, it is same principles are used, but the MOT treatment is different kind as compared to the we already discussed in first chapter. But again, you know, in MOT there is an important principle is used. It is a LCAO principle, linear combination of atomic orbitals, and that will more useful to explain the bonding in coordination complexes. So we're going to discuss one by one. Before that, what are the assumptions of MOT in coordination complexes? Because of in diatomic molecule we use different assumptions. Assumptions are same but conditions are different. So here in MOT the maximum overlapping between the metal and ligand to be considered, the electrostatic forces between the metal and ligand to also consider, some intermediate states are present, means not 100% electrostatic, not 100% overlapping. So intermediate overlapping also to be considered in molecular orbital theory when it going to discuss the coordination complexes. So we're going to discuss some assumptions. So first point is assumptions of molecular orbital theory in coordination complexes. We're going to discuss one by one. Okay, so which are the assumptions? Assumptions indicates there are the which things to be considered when the theory goes to explain the coordination complexes. You know, in coordination complexes, ligands are present, metal ion is present. So when metal atom or ion and ligand are the part of the coordination complex, that means both are contribute, means both have their contribution in a complex formation. So in MOT both means ligand as well as metal ion are considered to explain. So first assumption is very easier. At the central is the metal ion in coordination complexes. Suppose we consider M, Ln, N plus or minus. L is the ligand, there is a number of ligands, metal is there is a having some oxidation state. Suppose we consider this ligand, this complex. M is the metal, L is the ligand, N means there is a number of ligands, it is a 4 or 6 tetrahedral or 4 coordination number or 6 coordination number. N plus minus means here is a some oxidation state, present or not, but it is a general representation of coordination complex. So the central part is metal, means metal ion or metal contribute 9 orbitals. First assumption is metal contribute 9 orbitals, which are, you know, metals belong from the D block, means first transition series, second transition series or third transition series. Every metal from the D block has 3 types of orbital: S orbital, P orbital and D orbital. S orbital, P orbital and D orbital. That means which 9 orbitals to be contribute? 1 S, P having 3 Px, Py, Pz, D having 5 orbitals, D x square y square, D z square, dxy, dyz and dxz. These 9 orbitals are contributed by the metal in a coordination complex from metal side. Second assumption is out of these 9 orbitals, only 6 are used in a bonding. Only 6 are used in a bonding. Which are? So out of 9, only 6 used or 6 contribute in sigma bonding, in a sigma bonding, Which 6 orbitals? You know, if we consider the coordination complex having 6 coordination number, that means their geometry is octahedral. Octahedral means all the ligands are pointed on the 6th corner of the 3 axis. Means if you consider 6 coordination complex, all ligands are occupied or pointed on the axis x, y and z axis. That means if coordination number is 6 and you know the number of metal orbitals overlapping is equal to number of ligand orbital. It is a very important assumption in MOT, the number of atomic orbitals are combined together from the same number of molecular orbitals. If there is a 6 ligand in other side, that means only 6 orbitals of metal to be contribute, not a 9. If metal has 9 and only 6 ligands are present, so how it possible? So out of 9 only 6 are contribute. Which 6? Those orbitals which are directed along the axis, because ligands are directly pointing on the axis. Means if we consider this complex, suppose here is the x, y and z. So here is the ligand, here is the ligand, here is the ligand. So these are the ligands. Okay, these are the ligands. Means ligands are pointing on the axis. That means to form the sigma bond with the ligand, metal contribute only 6 orbital out of 9, and which are s orbital, px, py, pz, dx square minus y square and dz square. All orbitals are pointing along the axis. S is the spherical, it directed in all axes. Px on the x-axis, Py on the y-axis, Pz on the z-axis, dx square y square along the xy axis, dz square along the z-axis. Means only these 6 orbitals are directed along the axis. Means only that 6 orbital contribute when sigma bond is formed between the metal and ligand. Okay, it is a second assumption. Third assumption is each ligand also contribute their orbitals. So ligand here contribute s orbital or combination of sp orbital or combination of s and p orbital. It is the first two assumptions related to the what metal contribute in a bonding. So metal has 9 orbitals, out of 9, 6 are contributed to form the sigma bond. So ligand also contribute s orbital or combination of sp orbital, but these orbitals has different symmetry, and other side the orbital has different symmetry. So this orbital, 6 orbital of 6 ligand are undergoes combination and to make a new set of orbital, like a hybridization concept, but not a hybridization. It undergoes combination with each other and to make these 6 orbitals of ligand a new set of orbital, and this called as ligand composite group, ligand group orbital, it is a short form LGOs, or also called as composite ligand orbitals. Composite ligand orbitals, the short form is CLOs. CLOs means it is the composite ligand orbitals or it is the ligand group orbitals. Means 6 ligands use 6 different orbitals. These orbitals first of all mix together, combine together, they form a new set of orbital, and this new set of orbital called as ligand group orbitals or composite ligand orbitals. And these composite ligand orbitals or ligand group orbitals having the same symmetry with the metal orbitals to the effective overlapping. That means to effective overlapping, the metal orbitals and ligand orbitals should be possess same symmetry for the effective overlapping on the axis. That's why before it they has different symmetries, so after it they form the same symmetry when the ligand orbitals undergoes composite form. So it is the third assumption. Fourth is 6 ligand, okay, it is the same thing. Fourth also included in my discussion. Fourth is the 6 ligand orbitals to form a composite set of orbital. It is a fourth one. The fifth one is each metal orbital. These are 6 orbital. Each metal orbital combined with the orbital of ligand which having the matching symmetry. म्हणजेच की मेटलच्या ज्या ऑर्बिटल असतील 6 ऑर्बिटल ह्या ओव्हरलॅपिंग होणार त्या ऑर्बिटल बरोबर लिगँडच्या ज्यांच्याबरोबर त्यांची मॅचिंग सिमेट्री असेल. ऑलरेडी आपल्याला माहिती आहे की आपण जे कॉम्बिनेशन करतो MOT मध्ये matching symmetry should be important, and if both metal and ligand having matching symmetry, that time metal orbital and ligand orbitals are overlap with each other and formation of bonding and anti-bonding sigma molecular orbitals. Means when the metal orbital and ligand orbitals are overlap with each other, but condition is both having the symmetric in nature. So if symmetric overlapping between the metal orbital and composite group orbital or composite ligand group orbitals, so that time there is a formation of sigma molecular orbital bonding and anti-bonding. So this is the fourth one assumption. Fifth assumption is if ligand has itself some ligands having the pi orbital. So again we already have some complexes shows pi bond. So when pi bond is formed, if the ligand has pi orbital, it also undergoes same way. The pi orbitals undergoes combine with each other, they form the new set of orbital, and this new set of orbital overlap with metal orbital. But which metal orbital? The orbital of metal which be used to the form the pi bond. So here we use 6, right? So these three are not used by the metal. So these orbital, when pi bond is formed, that time these orbital used, because suppose we already discussed, here is the metal and these are the ligands. So ligand once bond is formed on the X, Y and Z axis. Apart from this, suppose it is possible to form the pi bond with the ligand. So ligand use pi orbital. Suppose here pi orbital is present and metal use here. So which orbital? The orbital which is oriented between the axis, this is going to overlap with this. Means if metal possess pi orbital, the also undergoes combination and to form the new set of orbital. It is the composite ligand orbital or ligand group orbital, but their nature is pi bonding nature, and this here is a sigma bonding in nature. So ligand has two types of CLOs or LGSO, the sigma as well as pi. When sigma bonding, that time use sigma orbitals. If there is a pi bonding, use pi composite orbitals. Okay, so and last one is the filling of electrons in molecular orbital is according to above principle. Second one is Hund's rule of multiplicity, maximum multiplicity, and then Pauli's exclusion principle. These three rules are used when we fill up the electrons in molecular orbitals. So it is very easier. We must have the metal orbitals, then ligand orbitals. So ligand orbitals are combined with each other. So in next point we are going to discuss in detail how we use the molecular orbital treatment in a bonding, and first of all we are going to discuss the sigma bonding. How sigma bonding is formed between metal and ligand. So sigma bonding complexes we are going to study. Okay, so simple. Up to now, metal has electron orbitals, ligand has orbitals. Metal orbital which are used, it depends on it is the sigma bond or pi bond forming between metal and ligand. If sigma bond is formed, metal basically use, okay, here is the metal and this side is ligand. Okay, so metal use what in sigma bonding? So metal use 6 orbital, s orbital, px, py, pz, d x square y square, d z square. Okay, ligand also use s or combination of sp. Okay, but these and these are not match the symmetry, so this undergoes combination, this combine and forms CLOs, means composite ligand orbitals, or group ligand orbitals. Group ligand orbitals means they are mixed, first of all mixed together, form the new type of orbital which has the matching symmetry with this one. So we are going to discuss in detail. So for that we are going to discuss with example. Suppose we are going to discuss the molecular orbital treatment. Molecular orbital treatment, and first we are going to with sigma bonding. With sigma bonding. Okay, so for sigma bonding we must have the ligand orbitals and metal orbitals oriented on the same axis. म्हणजे सिग्मा बॉन्ड फॉर्मेशन करायचं असेल तर मेटल ऑर्बिटल आणि लिगँड ऑर्बिटल हे एकाच ॲक्सिसवरती ओरिएंटेड असायला पाहिजे. त्याच वेळेस त्यांच्यामध्ये काय होणार आहे, सिग्मा बॉन्ड तयार होणार आहे, कारण की दोघांचं ओव्हरलॅपिंग हा इफेक्टिव्ह होईल इंटरन्यूक्लियर ॲक्सिसवरती, तो दोघांचा ॲक्सिस असेल. आता त्याच ऑर्बिटल कंट्रीब्यूट करतील ज्यांचं ओरिएंटेशन हे अलॉंग द ॲक्सिस आहे. आणि तुम्हाला माहिती आहे एस ऑर्बिटल ही स्पेरिकल आहे, म्हणजे ती सगळ्या डायरेक्शनमध्ये, म्हणजे ती ऑन ॲक्सिस असते, एक्सवर पण असते, वायवर पण असते आणि झेडवर पण असते. पी एक्स, पी वाय, पी झेड ऑल्सो oriented along the XYZ axis, but in a D there are two sets we are used, T2G and EG sets are used. So T2Gs are between the axis and EG orbitals are along the axis. So only for sigma bonding metal use only EG orbital, not a T2G, because EG is along the axis and T2G is the between the axis. So metal use 6 orbital. Same way the 6 ligands combine together and form the new set of orbital which having the matching symmetry. So same as a matching symmetry with the metal, and they shows the overlapping with each other and form the molecular orbitals. Half are bonding, half are anti-bonding. Okay, so to understand this we are going to discuss here which terms are used. Some term symbols are used when sigma bonding is happen, and after it if metal orbitals, and what is a composite group of orbital, or it is a group ligand orbitals, how they are combined together. So basically S, then Px, Py and Pz, then dx square y square and dz square. So these having one set, it is the P, here is the S, then dxy, dyz, then dxz, these three having same. So for this one we use A1G is the term, symmetry term is used. Secondly, for these three we use T1U, triply degenerate, but there is a ungerate because they are not a centrosymmetry. For you this one, you know, there is a EG, and for this one is a T2G. So these are the term symbol used. For S orbital is A1G, for P orbitals there is a T1U, for 2D orbitals which are along the axis is EG, and the remaining 3D orbital which are between the axis for T2G. These symmetry terms used when we going to molecular orbital energy level diagram. To draw the molecular orbital energy level diagram, that time we cannot use this one, we use A1G, T1U, EG and T2G. These are the symmetry terms are used. And when ligand orbitals are composite together, they also form the 6 orbital. 6 ligand orbital which are broken into 6 small pieces, small orbital which having the same symmetry. So this side having same symmetry, another having same symmetry, and then these are overlapping with each other and formation of bonding and anti-bonding molecular orbital. Before that, how ligands form the composite ligand orbitals or group ligand orbitals we're going to discuss here. So it is here very important. S orbital having which symbol? A1G. 3p orbital having T1U. 2d orbital having EG, and 3 another d orbital which are between the axis having T2G. Suppose we consider the example from first transition series. So first transition series has 3d orbital, 4s orbital and 4p orbital. Okay. In 3d there are 3d x square y square and 3d z square, 3d xy, 3d xz, 3d xz, yz, sorry, 3d yz. S orbital having only 4s, but 4p having 4px, 4py, 4pz. This having T1U symbol, this having A1G symbol, this having T2G symbol, this having EG symbol. These symbol are symmetry symbols. याला म्हणतात सिमेट्री सिम्बॉल. जर हे सिमेट्री सिम्बॉल आपण मेटलचे यूज करणार तर लिगॅनकडे पण तेच असलं पाहिजे, त्याच वेळेस त्यांच्याकडे होईल. म्हणून लिगॅनच्या ऑर्बिटल ह्या कंबाईन होतात आणि कंपोजिट ग्रुप ऑफ ऑर्बिटल तयार होतात किंवा त्याला लिगॅन ग्रुप ऑर्बिटल्स म्हणतात. ते तयार होतात आणि मग दोघांची सिमेट्री मॅच होते आणि मग दोघांमध्ये काय होणार आहे? ओव्हरलॅपिंग होणार आहे. ओके. मग कंपोजिट म्हणजे काय? Suppose this side we consider metal. Suppose metal has s orbital. So this s orbital is this oriented like this on the x, y, z axis. Suppose orbital is s orbital. How ligand orbitals are overlapped with this one? Because of, if we consider this one, it is a A1G, it consider as a A1G. So 6 ligand orbitals equally interact with this, equally overlap with this. So how it form? What is a composite? So composite is this is the metal. So ligand orbital comes here. Ligand orbitals comes this way from all the 6 sides. This is the CLOs, or it is a ligand group orbitals. So here, if here is a positive sign, these all are positive because symmetry is match. Because symmetry is match. This is the CLOs. आता बघा, ही एस होती, लिगॅनकडे एस असेल किंवा कॉम्बिनेशन असेल. लिगॅनने स्वतःच्या ऑर्बिटलचं काय तयार केलं? एक कॉम्बिनेशन तयार केलं आणि कॉम्बिनेशन तयार केल्यानंतर त्यांच्या ज्या ऑर्बिटल्स होत्या त्यांचं जी सिमेट्री असेल, इट इज अ मॅचिंग विथ दिस. जर ही A1G आहे तर ही पण A1G होईल, कारण की 6चं एक कॉम्बिनेशन होणार. Px, metal has Px. So how we draw the Px? Suppose we consider here is the Px. इथं आपण काय कन्सिडर करणार? Px. So here is the positive, here is the negative. Okay. So how CLOs and LGOs are formed? It form as this way. So here is a positive, this means positive, here is a negative, here is a negative. And all the remaining axes are it is. So it is a Px. Same as a Py, same as a Pz. So for Py, पॉझिटिव्ह निगेटिव्ह. अँड कंपोजिट कशी तयार होणार त्याची? ही पॉझिटिव्ह असेल तर वरती पॉझिटिव्ह, ही निगेटिव्ह असेल तर इकडची निगेटिव्ह. ओके. देन पी झेड, हिला आता वाय तुम्ही म्हणा हा झेड ॲक्सिस नाही, याला तुम्ही वाय म्हटलं तर हा वायच होईल. ओके, किंवा याला पी झेड म्हणा, पी वाय. एस ऑर्बिटल पी एक्स, पी वाय, पी झेड. नेक्स्ट असेल डी ऑर्बिटल. So D, D x स्क्वेअर मायनस वाय स्क्वेअर, तिचा कंपोजिट कशी तयार होणार? पॉझिटिव्ह पॉझिटिव्ह निगेटिव्ह निगेटिव्ह, ही निगेटिव्ह असेल ही निगेटिव्ह असेल, इकडची पॉझिटिव्ह असेल इकडं पॉझिटिव्ह असेल. ओके, याला म्हणणार कंपोजिट लिगॅंड ऑर्बिटल्स. अँड लास्ट वन इज पॉझिटिव्ह पॉझिटिव्ह. सो त्याची कंपोजिट कशी होणार? ही पॉझिटिव्ह तर ही पण पॉझिटिव्हच आहे, इकडे पॉझिटिव्ह इकडे पॉझिटिव्ह. आता निगेटिव्ह बघा, हा जो निगेटिव्ह ऑर्बिटल इट ऑल अराउंड ऑल द ॲक्सिस. सो you can show all the orbitals on all the axis, but all are negative, all are negative. कारण की इथला जो निगेटिव्ह ऑर्बिटल लोब्स आहे हे अराउंड द एक्स वाय ॲक्सिस, म्हणजे अराउंड द झेड ॲक्सिस ऑन द एक्स as well as y. That means here we negative charges are considered from on the x axis as well as y axis, and only positive lobes on the z axis. So these are the set of orbitals. यांना काय म्हणतात? Composite ligand orbitals or group ligand orbitals. So this having the set, याला आपण म्हणतो EG set, याला आपण म्हणतो EG set. P चा जो होता याला आपण काय म्हटलंय? T1U set, आणि याची जी ऑर्बिटल होती तिला आपण म्हटलेलं आहे A1G set. Means metal used 6 orbital, 1 A1G, 3 T1U and 2 EG orbital. These 6 orbitals of metal and 6 orbitals of ligand are combined together. हे काय होणार आहे? यांचं काय होणार आहे? कॉम्बिनेशन होणार आहे. आणि कॉम्बिनेशन झाल्यानंतर मॉलिक्युलर ऑर्बिटल तयार होतील, सेम ऑर्बिटल तयार होतील, बॉन्डिंग ॲज वेल ॲज अँटी बॉन्डिंग. सो दिस इज अ सिग्मा बॉन्डिंग. So question is asked to you in examination. Explain the bonding of given complex according to molecular orbital theory without pi bonding, means with the sigma bonding. So there are two types of question, with pi bonding and without pi bonding. So here we are going to discuss without pi bonding, means with the sigma bonding. So here when it approaches the combination of atomic orbital, so combination of metal and ligand orbital, metal and ligand orbitals. So for example, suppose you consider s orbital, it is a spherical. Okay, So if this s orbital is considered x, y and z, so composite is, here is the orientation, right? We already draw this diagram. Suppose we consider 6 ligand. If we consider the coordination complex having the 6 ligand, and this 6 ligand consider as a L1, L2, L3, L4, L5, L6. These are the 6 ligand. L is the ligand, there are number. So s orbital is there. So it combine or it interact with the 6 ligand orbital. It is the CLOs. याला आपण CLOs म्हणतात. So it is a ligand number 1, ligand number 2, ligand number 3, ligand number 4, ligand number 5, ligand number 6. This way there is the inter combination. Okay, 1 S combined with 6 ligands equally. Suppose you consider px orbital. Okay, you consider px orbital. So here is the orientation this way. Here is a positive, here is a negative. Suppose here is a L1, here is the L2. Then you consider next one is, आता मी एकत्रच काढतो. ही असेल पी वाय, तर हिच्यावरती ओरिएंटेशन असेल दिस वे. आता हा L1 आहे, हा L2 आहे, हा पॉझिटिव्ह आहे, याला मायनस L2 म्हणतात. हा L3 असेल, हा मायनस L4 असेल, कारण की इकडचं मायनस साईन आहे. ओके, हेर इज अ मायनस, हेर इज अ प्लस. नंतरचे ऑर्बिटल असेल पी झेड. ओके, ही असेल पी झेड. इथं पण ओरिएंटेशन असेल या दिस वे. ही प्लस असेल, ही मायनस असेल, तर याला म्हणणार L5, हा असेल L6. So this is the minus, so minus L6. This way all 3p orbitals are equally interact with all the 6 ligand. So this is a CLO, composite ligand orbital. यालाच म्हणतात composite ligand orbital. ही S पण नाही आहे, P पण नाही, याला म्हणायचं composite ligand orbitals. And for D, if you consider प्लस प्लस मायनस मायनस, ही झाली डी एक्स स्क्वेअर वाय स्क्वेअर. ओके, आणि इथं काय असेल, हा झाला झेड एक्स वाय, हा प्लस असेल, हा प्लस असेल. आणि याचा मायनस कुठे असणार आहे, जर तुम्ही आपण सेपरेटली डायग्राम काढतो, पण एकत्रच जर डी ऑर्बिटल्स काढायचे असतील तर 3D व्ह्यू नाही करता येणार आपल्याला. पण हेअर डी एक्स स्क्वेअर वाय स्क्वेअर पण आहे आणि डी झेड स्क्वेअर पण आहे. ही एक्स वाय आहे आणि ही कोणती आहे, झेड आहे. आता बघा, इथं एक लिगँड असेल, एक लिगँड म्हणजे ऑर्बिटल असेल कंपोजिट, एक इकडनं येणार आहे. सो व्हॉट इज द साइन हियर, प्लस मायनस मायनस. इथं काय असणार आहे, मायनस, सॉरी प्लस. ओके, सो सपोज L1 ओके, हा असेल L1, हा असेल L2, हा असेल L3, हा असेल L4, हा असेल L5. आता याला L6 नाही म्हणा, ही सुद्धा L5 आहे, कारण की याची जी 6 असणार आहे ती कुठं असणार आहे, दुसरा लोक कुठे आहे त्याचा, अराउंडला आहे. म्हणजेच इथं जर 4 झाले तर इथे एक 5 होईल, 6वा लिगँड कोणाबरोबर होईल, याचा जर दुसरा लोक आहे, कारण की एका डी बरोबर हे 4 झाले, तर हा 5वाच असेल आणि 6वा कुठं असेल, त्याच्या अराउंडला जो -4 असणार आहे तो तिथं कन्सिडर करणार आहे. ओके, दिसतंय का? दिसतंय का? ओके ओके, स्टॉप कमेंट. सो इथं बघा, ह्या दोन ऑर्बिटल आपण एकत्र ड्रॉ केलेले आहे, डी एक्स स्क्वेअर वाय स्क्वेअर पण आणि डी झेड स्क्वेअर पण. आता काय होतंय की L1, L2, L3, L4 4 लिगँड याच्याबरोबर इंटरॅक्ट होतील. L5 आणि L6 कोणाबरोबर इंटरॅक्ट होतील, तर त्या होतील झेड बरोबर. पण आता 6 आपण दाखवू शकत नाही, कारण की ती जो 6 आहे ती अराउंडला आहे. ओके, दिस वे वी शो. आता तुम्ही म्हणणार की इथं 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, इथं 6, इथं 6, हे सगळ्या ऑर्बिटल लिगँडच्या आहेत, पण एवढ्या ऑर्बिटल्स नाही आहेत. तर 6 कंपोजिट ऑर्बिटल ज्या होत्या ह्या इक्वली याच्याबरोबर पण ओव्हरलॅपिंग होत आहे, याच्याबरोबर पण 6 ओव्हरलॅपिंग होते, इथं पण ओव्हरलॅपिंग होते. मीन्स ऑल 6 orbitals of ligand which are composite form are equally overlap with all. Means if this has A1G symmetry, here the metal composite orbitals, one of the orbital also A1G. If ligand has 3T1U, same ligand also has 3T1U orbitals, and metal also has Eg orbital. Means in a composite form ligand also has 2 Eg orbitals. So basically what going to, for metal orbital these are combined, for px, py and pz these are combined, and for x square, y square and dz square this is a chart is given. Means S is equal to L1 plus L2 plus L3 plus L4 plus L5 plus L6 all are. If you consider only d px, here L1 minus here is a L2, these are 2. For p this is not a mathematical L1 minus L2. L1 is positive, L2 is negative because here is a negative low. So L1 and minus L2. For py there is a L3 minus L4. For pz there is a L5 minus L6. Same way d x square y square त्यासाठी काय बघा, L1 plus L2 both are positive, right? So L1 plus L2 minus L3 minus L4 and dz square साठी काय बघा, इथे twice आहे, so twice L5 plus L6 असेल, 5 and 6 त्याच्याबरोबरच असतील. ओके, 5 and 6 are considered here twice on the square, आणि बाकी जे 4 असतील minus L1 minus L2 minus L3 minus L5 ते अराउंडला असतील. So this is just combination. That means not there is a minus, it is the positive, here is a negative. L1 ही negative आहे, L1 पॉझिटिव्ह आहे, L2 निगेटिव्ह आहे, L3 पॉझिटिव्ह आहे, L4 निगेटिव्ह आहे, L5 आहे. तिथं आपण पॉझिटिव्हला प्लस लिहित नाही, पण नसेल तरी आपण तो काय कन्सिडर करतो, प्लस कन्सिडर करतो. दिस वे देर इज अ कॉम्बिनेशन. सो इन नेक्स्ट लेक्चर वी ड्रॉ द मॉलिक्युलर ऑर्बिटल डायग्राम. बट तुम्हाला हिंट देतो आणि आपण स्टॉप करूया. Means metal has which orbital? Metal has A1G, then T1U, and then Ag and T2G. T2G is not participated but has, metal has 9. ही 1 आहे, इथं 3 आहेत, इथं 2 आहेत, इथं 3 आहेत. टोटल किती झाले? 9 orbitals. Out of 9 only 6 are contribute. These 6 are contribute. Another side ligand. So for this metal combined together form the composite form. So metal has A1G plus T1U plus Eg. हा कंपोजिट फॉर्म आहे. ह्या 6 ऑर्बिटल्स आणि ह्या 6 ऑर्बिटल्सचं काय होणार आहे? कॉम्बिनेशन. अँड these remains are a non-bonding. These remains are a non-bonding when we draw the molecular orbital energy level diagram. Once you understand how to draw, then just how many electrons are present? Put here. This side 6 ligand having 12 electrons. So ligand side always has 12 electrons, but in metal side how many electrons are present? It depends on central metal ion. कोणता असेल त्याचं ऑक्सिडेशन स्टेट काढल्यानंतर जे उरतील तेवढे दाखवायचे आहेत, की A1 याच्यामध्ये किती, याच्यामध्ये किती, याच्यामध्ये किती, याच्यामध्ये किती असतील ते दाखवायचे आणि बस टोटल करायचे आणि खालून इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आपण फिलअप करायचे. सो वी स्टॉप हिअर.